Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. So at last we are reaching the last end of this GitHub course. Git and GitHub course. Actually, what we can say is not a Git and GitHub course. So both of the things I have covered in this one course. So now, so before closing of this Git course, so what I want to tell you is about the alias. So what is this aliases thing? So you'll be able to see in the internet or somewhere something like that. Aliases. So what is this aliases? Let's try to see. So at the first when we are talking about the configuration and all those things, so we are able to see that. So how to see the configuration of three levels. One is the system level, project, what we can say system level, user level, and also the project level. So first the project level will be taken care. If the project level, if you don't find the settings, it will go to the user level. If the user level, if you don't find the settings, then it will go to the system level. Okay. So for example, if I want to see the status, so if I go to the git hyphen tag, okay, so I went to the git hyphen tag. So all the time, so say think that all the time I will be using git space status. So git space status. So all the time I will be using this one. So what I need to do? So all the time pressing this git space status. So for me it is a tedious job for me. So it's like, so if it is something like git st or git s, if I type git s, so it will be very easy for me. So if I type git space s means it should automatically, we need to get the data. So how can I do this one? So now for this one we need to set the aliases. So these are nothing but aliases. So for s, so git has to know that okay, he pressed git space s means I need to execute the command git space status. So how can we link these two things? So now how can we set this link to two things? Means first we need to know the system file. Where is the system file? So as these are set for the universe local machine, so we need to set it in the system file. So some people will not able to know that where is my system configuration file is located. So if you want to know about the system configuration file, so what is the command we can press is, so git space config, okay, hyphen list hyphen show hyphen origin means, so where is this all things. So if you press enter, you will be able to see here. So if you want to know about the global thing, so global thing means you can write something like hyphen global, I think. So let's try to see. Yeah, so here you will be able to see the, or otherwise you can see, you can remove this list also, so that you can get only the origin. Oh sorry, we need to press the list, I think. Okay, so let's try to see. So here you'll be able to see that file C users my name Leela Narasimha in the git config folder we are able to see. So this is the, what we can say, this is the global thing. Okay, so now let's go to the global. So if I want to go to the global, where I need to go, we need to go to the C drive, and it is telling that users, and here it is telling something like my name, and here in the .git config. So where is the .git config? Yeah, here I am able to see. Let's try to open this one in the Visual Studio Code. So I am trying to open in the Visual Studio Code. Yeah, so this is the configuration file. So now for setting of this, what is the thing? So I open the configuration. In the configuration file, we need to set the aliases. So how we can set the aliases? Let's clear it out. So here I need to do git status. So we are getting the status. So now I need to convert it to a short form. So what I can do, git st or git s. Okay. So now what I can do is, here in the alias, so we need to write alias here. Okay, alias, and I can write s is equal to, okay, so I can write something like git st. Okay, so git status. So this is the command I need to get work. So I think git space status only. So let's try to see what will happen. So now I am clearing out. So git space yes. If I press enter, s failed, git is not a command. Okay. So what I need to do? So we need to write only the status, I think. Or otherwise we can write something like gs. So what it will try to do? Let's try to see. I don't know. Never I didn't try all the time. So gs. Let's try gs. Gs is not a command. It's saying okay, fine. So let's try s. So what I can do here? Let's try to do status. Okay. So I save the file. Now if I try to see here, git space yes, see we got the status working. So now I can use both the git status command, this is the common command, and for this one I can use git s command also. So immediately I am getting, so this is the short form. I am writing an alias so that all the time there is no need for me to type the status, git status, git status, git status. If you are using git status command or more oftenly in the project, means you can use like this shorthand form. And also so you need to remember that this is not a command, so you have configured so such that so it will be available in your system only. So don't think that if you are accustomed to this git space yes, tomorrow if you go into another system and you are trying git space yes means, so I know this command is present, why? Because in my system it is working like that. If you think like that means, so it will not work. So you have configured this one. So that is the reason what I did was I am doing the aliases concept at the end. So daily, so from the day 1 course onwards I am using these shorthand commands like that means, then you will not be noted in the mind that okay, this is the command I need to type while practicing. So if you are doing like that means, then it will be a difficult task. So that is the reason I didn't explain this alias concept. So that is the reason I am telling at the end of the course, this alias concept, so that you will be able to understand. So now git s. So in the same scenario, we can do we can configure all the commands. So for example, if you want to see the log command, so L is equal to you can use log. So now if I type, if I save this one and if I go git space L, it will work log. Okay. So now what I can do, so I want to do the commit. So how can I do? So for this commit, git commit -m, and we need to send all the time we will be sending some commit message. So this is a dynamic thing. So that is nothing but what I can say is it's an argument. So how can I do this type of thing? So if a command is having an argument means, how can you set the alias for that one? So how we can set is something like we can do some cm commit and you can write commit -m. You can leave it like this. So whatever the thing you are writing extra here, it will be appended. So now if I try to save and if I go here and if I write git cm and you can write the message. Okay, so here I can write the message. So it is telling that one file change to insertion. So it is trying to insert. So commit has been done. So this is the thing we can set the aliases. Not only like this, we can also set the aliases through the command prompt also. So how we can set through the command prompt? So git config, okay. So config -- global, and if I want to write alias, okay, dot br. So now I want to check the branch. So whenever I am using git branch, I want to check the current branch means I can use this one. So now if I press enter, so that's it. Through command prompt we have set the alias. So if you try to check here, so br is equal to branch. So whenever I want to check here, so what is the current branch I am, so I can check here git branch. Oh, okay, I am in the master. So I can check with the shorthand form also git br. And if you want to do the git checkout, you can use something like git config -- global alias dot checkout, right? CO. I can use this CO. So I can use something like checkout. Okay. So if I press enter, that's it. So now git CO. So I can use new feature or something like this. That's it. So I switch it to a new branch. So I can use like this. So these are the shorthand notation. So whatever that all the time there is no need to type these all the things. So we can use this shorthand notation. So for the aliases. So hope you understood about how to set the aliases for the commands. So we have reached the end of this Git course. So we will learn about the wrapping of this one in the next video. So how we can wrapping of this all series in the next video. Hope you understood this all the Git course. So we'll meet you soon. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.